Did you just wrap up your meeting with your converter and wonder, why did they ask me about my project management process? Keep watching, and we'll talk about how disclosing it is good for you and your converter. In this video, we will go over the 5 reasons you should be open about your project management process. This is an important step of the process to help your converter understand your project and how they can help you. Your converter needs to know about your project management process, and more specifically, how your product is assembled, so that they can build the best part for you to make sure that your production lines are running as efficiently as possible. Customers don't need to be worried about sharing too much information with converters. Oftentimes, converters will sign mutual NDAs with the customer so that they are able to share both the customer's information as well as their process information to help in the designing process. The 5 benefits that we are going to be covering in this video are establishing direct communication, speeding up the design approval process, building a timeline of events, figuring out purchasing intentions, and utilizing the project impact. Direct communication helps avoid miscommunication, and it makes sure that the right information gets into the decision maker's hands. It saves time and money in the long run. Disclosing your project management process can lead to speeding up your design by involving the right individuals at the right time. If we involve people that can have decision-making powers over the drawings and processes, we can then speed up the timeline to designing the most effective part possible. The 2 biggest things that we are looking at to adjust are designing for manufacturability as well as functionality. Those 2 things have a relationship together, and there's some pull and tug to ensure that the process that is used to make the parts is as efficient as possible, but it's also functional in your process. Creating a timeline of events allows your converter to establish deadlines as well as potential roadblocks to getting the part to market. This could mean things like validation trials, FDA approvals, testing and validation, whatever needs to happen before the product goes to full-scale production. The purchasing intention, which is really what the part is designed to solve, as well as your long-term goals for the part, will allow your converter to suggest potential alternatives and design considerations that you should consider while designing this part so that your long-term success is ensured. Knowing the impact of delays or shortages on a product or company allows the converter to plan and make accommodations, such as storing additional parts to mitigate potential setbacks. Some complications that might occur when you don't consider your long-term goals are using expensive materials, or you design a part that's too complex to scale. By the time you get to large-scale production, you'll realize that if one of these things are occurring, your part is simply too expensive to capture as much market share as you would want. Being open with your converter will always benefit you by allowing you to get the best product and the best service possible. If you have any more questions, feel free to check out our Learning Center on our website or reach out to us directly. Thanks for watching.